Oh, what's up? I be getting out of this thing right here. I do not own the rights to this song. Cardi B do. You know she got this paper off of this song. Hey, I might need my producer in the background. Hey, 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 hey. Damn, I'm fine. Y'all heard that? Money. Brandon, I told Brandon put something lit. I said put Cardi B. He put the money song. Perfect for the night. What's up? Hey, 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 hey. Let me stop. I need my own little private. We should turn this into like a little nightclub one of these nights. Hey, money. What y'all know about money? You like it. Brandon like it too. Look. Let me show y'all him. Hold up, look. I don't own the rights to this song. Okay, all right. You heard what she said? Who talked the most shit? The hoes that don't got they together. Okay? We talking about money tonight. I want to get some ladies on tonight. Let me see. I want to see if I got some of my ladies to chime on. And let me tag. Hold up. Let me tag. How do you comment? Let me tag somebody real quick. I know she be ready to speak the speak. Let's see. And from now on, and you know what? I'm going to work on my Zoom to, I think I got to upgrade the membership to do live on Zoom and get people on Facebook with multiple people on the Zoom. I'm going to try that. We might try it. I might try it tonight, later after this, just to get a scoop. Because I need to upgrade. We got to upgrade, right? So, where do I have this here, babe? So, what are we talking about tonight? I just put it right here. So, what are we talking about tonight? Tonight. Look, is that my homegirl already on? I tagged her. She quick. Got an alert. Let's see. So, I need to move this. This is in my face, Brandon. Like, they see every freckle and the little fat I got going on right here. It's not looking cute on your camera, Brandon. I don't like that. Look, she on. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I told you, I just gotta tag my people. I'm about to get you on this live. If you are on and popping, to get on this live in a couple of minutes, girlfriend, say, get me on. Put some 5-5s in the... I know, that's why I said it. Put some 5-5s in the chat. I know what I'm talking about. Put some 1s, put some 5s. So listen. Let's see if I could get... How do I tag somebody on this one, babe? I'm gonna get someone else on this one. Watch. I'm gonna switch y'all up. I'm not gonna forget about y'all Instagram. I got a queen on Instagram, a queen on Facebook. Oh, she's on a Zoom. All right, well, when you're done, get back because I want to get you on a quick 5-minute conversation on what is the topic? Are we allowed to have our own money as queens, as wives, as mothers? So this is huge for me tonight. What's up, Selena? I got some family in the building. This is huge, right? Because you guys know I'm here for my ladies. I'm here for my wives. I'm here for my ladies. I'm here for my peoples. And we got to speak what we got to speak, right? So I'm here for the comments. I'm here for the responses. Oh, I forgot. She's on a date. She's not on the Zoom. She's on a date with her hubby. Let's go. It's their 5-year wedding anniversary. What up, Vince? What up? Congratulations, congratulations, Vincent. What's up? So listen, let's get to it, right? Having your own money. Ladies, if you make your own coins, throw me some fires, throw me some money bags, whatever. Because this call, and I understand our husbands, should provide, and that's what they're here for, to provide for the home. However, we should have our own bag. I'm big on this. I'm huge on this. As a matter of fact, how big on it? When I first dated my husband, I was making more money than him. Now we're gonna speak. We're gonna be transparent, and I'm proud of it. Cause guess what? I went to school for my master's degree, bachelor's, all of that in criminal justice and psychology. So I have no shame in saying I was making more money when we first met. Listen, I didn't have my master's degree at the time though. I had my bachelor's. I was working a full time. And then I stopped working for a little bit. He was able to help a lot, and I was able to finish my master's degree. But once I finished my master's, the coins was popping. You know, no kids. We wasn't married. We was dating though, and I had no shame. And if it was my turn to pay for the dates, boom. If I had to treat him, or if I wanted to treat him, boom. If I wanted to get cute and fly. You know, no kids. You did the hair. I have no roots coming out. Nails did. Listen, it was gravy, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay to say it, and I'm okay even if now I can have extra here and there or more, right? So tonight I wanted to really get into if you're okay with making your own coin. Put it in the comments. Like, yes, we're queens. We are here to provide as well, to be helpers. That's what the Bible says. We are helpers of our husband, of our king, right? So how are we going to help and we don't even got coins? And yes, you can help, you know, as a mom and as a girlfriend or as a wife or whatever. However, in the scenario where, let's say you're not working, you're not bringing in some kind of money, right? And you're depending and relying on his money. Now he's caught up because he's like, babe, I got to take care of all these bills. You know, meanwhile, you at the crib, you're at the house, but you want to go on dates or you want to go and get your hair and nails done, but you're not working. So how's that happening? He's not gonna throw the oh, here goes, go get your hair and nails done. Meanwhile, I'm at work slaving 13-hour shifts and double 2-3 jobs, but yet you're not able to throw some extra in. I don't agree with this. Okay, so when I wanted to talk about this topic, my main thing was I do not roll with just the husband being the breadwinner. I don't agree with just the husband being the provider. Just him. I'm not saying not provide. I'm just saying not only being the provider. I don't agree with you got a husband working 2 or 3 jobs and you're at home either with the kids or not with kids, just home, but you're not bringing in money. So the reason why I don't agree, one of the things is we're in 2022, ladies, wives, 2022. Money is being made everywhere. Money is being made from our cell phones, from our tablets, from our desktops, from our, tablet, desktop, laptop, phones, whatever you want to call it. Money is being made through investments, through projects. There's people making money and you're like, are you serious? You just made $1 million in 3 months out of sending some shirts? Yes, they did, because they were online hustling. You guys remember, especially if you're about my age, early 30s, you know what it was to see the guy on the corner block selling them CDs out of his trunk, or the shirts at the corner gas station, hustling in person. Now, 2022, we don't even have to do that. You can hustle online. You can make more money online than being at the corner store trying to sell some shirts or whatever you're selling. So for me, do you make your own bag, or are you allowed to make your own bag? I had to question that. I had to put, are we allowed? Should you make your own bag? Absolutely. Do you make your own bag? Absolutely. Are you allowed? And I want y'all to understand this. Are you allowed? I wasn't saying it as is our husband allowing me to, is my husband allowing me to make my own bag? Because that's not a question. I'm making my own bag. It's not no questions asked. It's not if my husband allows it to. Because at the end of the day, with or without my husband, I need to have my bag, my coins, my money, my dollars. What if your husband falls short or something happens or he gets sick or ill or money can't come or whatever. And you just like, dang, babe, what we gonna do? Let me call somebody or I don't know, let's go get a loan or something and owe more money to the banks. No. What's up? We need what? What we doing? I got this. Let's see what we can do. And and I believe it also depends on your style. Because for me, I've always been a hustler since I was little. Always been a grinder. Always been about getting my bread. Always been the hustle mentality. And I give it to where I come from. Born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut. What up, what up, what up? My peoples, Omar in the building. When you're born and raised up north, and I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is one of the, realest place you could be raised at, you're going to be taught and you're going to watch and you're going to learn how to survive and how to hustle. And I'm grateful for that. I was, raised in a crazy area, but I went to a private school. Thank God my mother, she hustled her as well. She was a single parent, raised me through that. Back then though, it's different. You cool with the people from the block. Now people want to kill the people on the block. It's crazy. It's so different. Back then they took care of us. Like I had the drug dealers taking care of me, walking to the school, coming back home, making sure my grandparents are straight. Nobody was robbing nobody. We weren't doing that. We were helping each other out. Hustle and hustle and hustle. Like we all hustled. You know what I'm saying? So that taught me into the world of sales. And then from there, the game was over. I learned about commissions. I was making damn near almost 6 figures in high school in sales. Back then, that's a big deal. High school, making 70, 80K part-time, hustle, right? So have my own bag. So now you want me, because I'm married, not to have my own bag because my husband's supposed to provide? Come on. Ladies, wives, if you're listening on, chime in. Do you agree with, are you allowed to have your own money? And it's not asking your husband, it's asking myself. Jen, I'm allowed to have my own bread. With or without Brandon, I'm going to have my own money. Because I can do other things. I had one of my friends tell me today when I told her about this topic, I mentioned it. And she said, man, that's so good because think about those families that have multiple kids. And because they have multiple kids or blended families or whatever, and the husband got to work more because you need more of course, you need more money for all these kids. Now, let's just say the wife has to be at home because the husband and this and that. But now she want to go and look a little cute every now and then and get the hair done, nails, or maybe just go out have some me time with her girls. But she don't got no money. And now she got to be like, hey, babe, let me get, throw me some bread over here. Like, or, can I go do this? Or, whatever. But what if he's not cool with that? And she said to me, what if my husband don't want me to go get my hair and nails done? He don't feel like that's worth paying for since he's working so hard because of all the kids. And I'm not working, so now I'm stuck not doing nothing. And I said, you know what? That's a good point. There's a lot of women that go through that. There's a lot of women that go through that depend on the husband because of all the kids or this or that. I'm going to tell you something right now. When my youngest was about 1.5 years, I told my husband, we had a conversation. I was like, babe, I'm ready to get back into the work field. I'm ready to go back to my career part-time. I'm ready to make this bread. We about to get these businesses. Lil Fabian is going to start going part-time to school. And granted, my oldest didn't go to school till he was almost like 2, 3 years old. Like we waited, but I was doing different type of things. But at the same time, I still was grinding it out, hustling it out, right? And I told him, I said, babe, this is the second one. He's going a little bit earlier because mommy got to get this money. And it's not that I have to, because of course, my husband provides and all that. But why not get double the money in the house? There are many wives who depend on the spouse. Yeah. Many wives. And I'm not saying like, just independent. No, I'm not saying it like in a negative way, because the husband, like I keep saying, the husband provides and he takes care and this and that. But if he's making, let's say for example, he got the 6 figures rolling, and then you could get another 6 figures rolling. And what about maybe part-time 6 figures rolling? Next thing you know, bam, y'all half a mil between both of you, growing to $1 million in a household, versus you just sitting back because maybe the kids or this or that or blah blah blah, and he's struggling to make 100K, 50K, 60K. Y'all just barely surviving. What? No, there's money that can be made from your house, from your phone, from your computer. And if you want to figure different routes, there's so many options. There's so many options out there in the world. There's so many different things you can do between, investments, between marketing, between selling an item, between, there's just so many different things, ladies. Some ladies, there needs to be an agreement. Some ladies are good with chilling at home. I'm not. So listen. So, good call, April, my homegirl. I feel you. Wives, there's nothing wrong with just chilling at home. I feel you to a certain degree, though. I didn't mind chilling at the crib when I had the boys. Every time I had the baby, I told myself, 1 to 2 years, I want to be at home. But it got to a point when Francisco was 1, and I said, okay, there has to be a way. Jennifer's going to be making some money from home while I'm with Francisco. Because I'm not just going to sit here, and yes, I saved while I was pregnant and worked a little bit, and even before. So I was good as far as like my own money for a little bit, even though we're one, but I'm talking about just the own women stuff, right? And yes, I was okay, but it got to a point like it was slimming down. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the savings. It was slimming down. So I'm looking like, okay, wait a minute. Brandon he went to 2 jobs now. I'm like, wait, so now he not home in the afternoons either. So now I got the baby morning, night, and afternoons. I was like, oh, wait a minute. He was helping me at night and everything, but he was tired. So that's when I remember Francisco was turning 1, and I'm like, okay, this bag I gotta go back to my hustle mode was just always. But I wasn't gonna go to the workforce. I was gonna figure out a way from home to make that money, right? So it's nothing wrong with chilling. Wives, we can chill at home. Nothing wrong with that. Especially if some of y'all on here, and let's say your husband is a 6-7 figure earner somewhere and you're good. Absolutely. But I go back to my point. Why not have your own extra? Why not be, if you want to go just shopping one day with your own, like, hey, I just want to go. I don't have to depend and worry about the husband throwing me that money. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this, the husband don't give me no money. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, why not have your own as well? In the aspect of, what about if you want to buy your husband something? But because you depend on his money, you can't even buy it because you don't got the money. You got to buy something for him with his own money. Right? You know what I mean? Now, my friend is asking, what about the families who aren't striving for money? So that's a good question, because I have come across individuals that the goal is not money for some people. Some people are okay with the struggle. Some people are okay with the semi making money. I get it. I get that. However, striving for the money part is more like, you guys know nothing buys freedom except for peace, right? And financial peace. There's a difference. So if we're saying that, oh, I'm cool with just chilling at home because we're not striving for all this money, it's hard right now. 2022, you can't even put gas for less than $30 in a car. So now it's difficult when one spouse, let's just say me, I'm striving for more my own, the extra, the family, the this and that, money wise, but the husband might not have that financial goal. Now we have to have a sit down as a married couple. I'm talking to my wives. We gotta sit down with our husbands. Let's just say if it was me and Brandon. If I'm on a mission to make $1 million and B is like, what? I'm cool with 1,000. That's a conversation we need to have, brother. As my husband, remember, I'm talking to my wives. As my husband, we gotta talk. Because, babe, let's talk about this. Why you only want to make 1,000, but I'm looking at $1 million? That's a gap. Like, you want to make, like, let's just say, okay, let's put 6 figures. You want to make 6 figures, but I want to make 7. Let's look at what we can do with 7-figure versus 6. I'm going to sit down with Brandon and talk. Babe, what? 6 figures? I'm working on 7. Okay, grind for the 6. I'm going to grind for the 7. We're still one. We're still one family. You know what I'm saying? We're still a team. I'm not saying I'm better or he's better. But I would mention to Brandon, like, hey, babe, how would it be if we both strived for the $1 million? That's $2 million in this household where we can do so much more for. It's not just about us, it's for the world, for others, for financial peace, for debt freedom, and all that stuff. That's where this is a big deal. You know what I mean? And then remember, what if the husband is gone tomorrow? And I know some of y'all wives are going to be like, well, I got the life insurance. Okay, and then what? How much is it? Is it $50K? Is it $100K? Is it $500,000? What if it's not enough? What if it's just, oh, let me pay the house off, or let me pay a couple bills, because debt is probably there. If you're not striving, debt is probably there. Right, that's a good question. And then what? However, I know, Jennifer Barker knows, because I have and strive for my own bag, and I'm allowed as a woman to go for my own, I know if something were to ever happen to be before me, we are good. I can make it with life insurance and everything. But even without it, I would be like, okay, boom, bet. This account, that account, this business, that business, this million, that million. Okay, what are we doing? His account, that account. Because, of course, my name is on his stuff. His name is on my stuff, right? As a married couple. So that's what I'm trying to say when it comes to getting your own bag. You know what I'm saying? And this is huge. This topic is huge, especially when it comes to women with the children. Because I've seen so many marriages go into so many struggles when the husband believes that the woman needs to be home. And they just need to be caretakers for kids. And that's it. And it's like, but what happened to her dreams and goals and businesses and aspirations? Why we can't be both? Y'all don't understand. I was breastfeeding a child and still building businesses. You know what I'm saying? I might not have gotten to my $1 million yet, but it takes time to build millions. It takes time to get to 7, 8, 9 figures. But I'm also going to prolong it, not working towards it. Because trust me, and this is going to be another good topic, as a mom, as a newly mom, especially with a newborn, we get lost in being a mom. We get lost in who we are. So now time is passing, years are passing, and what happens? We forgot who we are. We forgot what we really wanted. We forgot our goals. We forgot our aspirations. We forgot we just had a vision of a whole, $1 million business that we could have been building while you got one baby on the boob. We can do it. Why not? You're shortening the time. So instead of having financial freedom, 10 years from now, you can have it in 5. Or you can have it in 2. Depending on the grind. You can do that. It doesn't have to be, I got the 4 babies, so he just wanted me to stay home and he's working, 2-3 jobs and, no. Because for one, the marriage starts falling apart. The marriage starts going down when it comes to building these businesses as a woman, as a wife on her own, along with supporting your husband. Because we support each other. Remember this. We support one another. I'm getting my bag, he's getting his bag. And if he's getting stuck on getting his bag, I'm here to help him to get his bag. Because the more coins, the more money, the more dollars we can build as an empire, the more investments, the more of a legacy we're leaving out for our kids. This is what the goal is. Especially if you have kids. If you don't have kids, shoot, listen. Financial freedom, peace, travel the world. Give back, do the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? I give back anyways with kids, but I'm just saying, for example, there's so much we could do. Married with no kids or married with kids. But it's just so heartbreaking when I see marriages when a husband feels like, oh, she just got to stay at home with the kids and she don't need to be working. I got the money. Bro, husband, what if you can make 10, she can make 10? Maybe that can cut you back some time to spend more time with your family. Spend more time with your wife. And that happens a lot. I'm noticing in marriages, I'm noticing that because of the job as a man being the provider, we let them get so caught up that we forget about the marriage. And this is big for my wives out there. This is big on us getting our bag because now we're minimizing, this is how I feel, minimizing the husband's stress. Now there's, hey babe, let's do date night. I got it. What? He'd be like, word. It's funny because a couple of days ago I told Brandon, I said, babe, we're going out. I forgot, I think I said drinks or something the other day. I was just saying it, but it wasn't. I was like, hey babe, we're going out. And he was like, oh, word, you paying? And I was like, Matt, of course, I got you. And he was like, I'm down. I'm like, I know you down. I should have been like, no. However, but the husband provides on so many other aspects. You should, as a wife, be okay and comfortable to say, you know what? I have my own. I can treat the husband. I can do these things. I'm big on that. I have no issues with every couple of weeks, hey babe, let's do a lunch date. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? I got it. Don't worry. Because in the back of the husband's mind, little do we know all the stress they're going through. All the priorities they got, all the bills they're probably thinking about. So it's a big, big deal to understand, ladies and wives, that it's not just the husband that should be the grinder. And this was heavy on my heart. Heavy because I'm like, what? This wife, she don't do what? You're not helping? You're not, both of y'all not getting 6 figures? Y'all both don't got investments? You don't have multiple accounts? You don't have a family one? A couples one? A marriage one? Like what? Oh, you don't know his money? Oh, excuse me? You're grinding, but don't know his grind? Or he's grinding and you're not grinding? Come on. And then And this is the realistic part of it too. Let's get even deeper. Let's get even deeper. And I know we don't like to discuss this because we're, especially with us talking about pro-marriage, we are all about marriage. But what if he goes and runs off with, Felicia, 10 years younger, and you don't got no money? Now you stuck trying to figure out who got the house, who's paying for the kids, how we doing the child support, can he do alimony, how am I going to survive? Now I got to figure out to get into this workforce because I haven't worked in 15 years. I haven't worked in 10 years, 5 years. Now what am I going to do? I got to go back to mama's house because now I've been home all this time. I don't even got my own $1,000 for a deposit somewhere. And that's just going deep. Like, that's going way deep. But regardless is, are you allowed to have your own money? Are you allowed to have, maybe a part-time, a couple businesses, couple side. And the funny thing is, when me and Brandon first started dating, when he when I got my master's and I was working, I was making, all this money, he was like, I like that you make more money than me. I'm like, what? I thought you would be like, are you serious? Some men have an ego about that. And he was like, shoot, take me out to eat every weekend. You want to go out where? Where we flying to? What are we doing, babe? I was like, you just using me, Brandon? That's not cool. Why does it have to be my own money? My money is my money. Exactly. My money is your money. Absolutely. Absolutely. However, well, no, not however. I agree. But there are marriages that the husband's money is the husband's money. That's the problem. Wives, ladies. That's what Brandon said. Let her make more money than me. Retire me, babe. Her money's my money. Absolutely. That's our boy. One of our boys from New York. Absolutely. But I have seen it. I have seen marriages that the husband's money is the husband's money. The wife's money is the wife's. And let me tell you this. Let's go into this part. There's no reason. This is gonna step on some toes, brother. Where's Brandon at, babe? There's no reason why your husband is looking good and getting paper and feeling good, and you walking in the streets broke. No, ma'am. Omar, he's funny. He's in. No, ma'am. I've seen it. Husband is getting paid, making good money, living his best life. And wife is like, I don't even got no money for gas. I'm like, what? Sis, where's your bag? Sis, you don't got no credit cards? Cash? Nothing? You waiting for what? Excuse me? No. So, you tell your husband to cash app you. He can't cash app you? Y'all don't have the same, account? What are we doing? Oh, he has an own account. And you don't check that out? Ladies, let me talk to you. You need to know what your husband makes. When he makes it, how he makes it. Matter of fact, I got an alert on my phone when Brandon gets paid from one of his jobs, from one of his incomes. They really don't understand the statute of marriage. Read the document when you sign at the court. Ooh! That account is your account. Absolutely. Omar going in. I like when my boy be on here, because even though his wife's call, get your wife on. Is she next to you? Hey, wifey. We need a girls trip. Shoot, take all Omar's money. I know he making all the coins. Girl, throw some over here. Shoot, he be getting to the bag in 3 minutes or less. But anyways, that was me when I was married. Girl, I appreciate the honesty. Steph, what's up? I used to have to give change back. Woo! This is what I'm saying. This is real. That's why we're not married anymore. I'm telling you, ladies, this change back. What? I promise you, let Brandon ask me for some change. I asked him, babe, did you get change out of my change? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play that. Ladies, wives, please. Like, please, controlling. Exactly. Controlling, that's a controlling factor. That's a whole deep conversation, because if you are in these streets broke and your man is in the streets looking fly, or the kids looking broke. Listen, I was raised in the hood, okay? So I understand when the kids is looking broke and some kids look good and the mamas look broke, hair is not done, but the baby daddy is fly pulling up with the brand new whip. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is why it's so important to have your own bag. But also, as my friend said, his money is your money. Alerts. Sure do have alerts, April. I got the dates and everything when Brandon gets paid. It's all good though, because he knows me too. He knows me. Residual, he knows the 15, 30, you know what I'm saying? We know it. Matter of fact, wives, are you having the financial meetings on a weekly basis with your spouse on your bread, his bread, our bread? His coins, your coins, our coins. There's no hiding either, because that's another thing I want to talk about. The bag I get, I don't hide it. You know, I had to grow through that. I had to grow through that part. I'll be honest with y'all, ladies, gentlemen on here. There was a time I wouldn't let Brandon know certain account information. Okay? That was like the single mindset. That was my, the other type of money I used to, extra hustle here and there. And our pastor was like, that's his money. So now you're married or going to be married. So now he needs to, and I literally in the middle of the pre-marriage council, I got up on the mic and asked about this. Like, wait a minute, but this is before we married. I got this bread. No, I don't know, but y'all about to be married. So now it's his and your money. And it took me a while to submit to that part. Like, to this day, I kind of almost do. But we talked about it at the beginning of the year. And we agreed for some extra money that I invested from before we got married, that I put it in an investment for us. So that makes me feel a little bit better, right? But it took time to get there. If the stuff at Walmart was 89.28 and he gave me 90, I had to give and you gave it back to him though? That's the question. Did you give him back the 72 cents? I think you did, since you knew the exact change. His and her bag household. Absolutely. His bag, my bag, our bag. But are you having those financial meetings though? Especially if all the bags are coming in. You gotta have your own portfolio. You gotta have your own income. And I don't mean it in a way of like, forget the husband and do you and be single. And no. What if there's an emergency? What if something happens? What if you have to fly out somewhere, or better yet, wives, with your own bag, do you pay a vacation for you and your spouse just because? Like, man, I want to go for the weekend. Let me just book this trip. Boom, we out. I got it. We good. You can't do that if you are depending on his bag. The goal, I got my producer back in the building. The goal for 2022, ladies, have your own portfolio. Matter of fact, go to our link, direct.me/Barker Worldwide. Go to our link. We have a separate page where it teaches us ladies how we can get our own portfolio. What is portfolio? Your own accounts, investments. I never knew portfolio was even a word for money. Okay, this is me learning. If you don't have your own portfolio, if you don't know your own, what you're worth, your net worth, there's a problem. Okay? So the goal for this year, let's get to this bag. And I'm not saying get to the bag and leave the husband. I'm not saying that. Let's be clear. You want double money. Okay, let's clear now. If it's a controlling 72 cent scenario, then my friend will tell you she had to leave. She ran, and I know she's better now financially because she has an amazing testimony that she can tell you guys. One of these days I'll get her on my call. Her name is Stephanie. Met her through this company. She's super incredible. So what did she put? Oh, my wife and I sit down in December and broke out entire budget for 2020. See, that's what I'm talking about. Her bag, his bag. It's wealth building. Two incomes together is stronger than two separates. Ooh, I gotta get my boy Omar on this call, my ladies call now. Is wifey next to you? Can you please answer me? Is she next to you, please? Hello. I was married to a narcissist. Ooh, that's a whole. I'm not gonna be judgmental. That's all I'm gonna say. But there are definitely ladies who are taken care of. Husband giving money, they good. Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that, April, because there's some there's women out there that the husband got the money and the wives are straight. They're set. But then I go back to, what if the husband decides to leave? What if the husband decides to just walk away? Or better yet, in lots of cases, what if they have a mistress? I'm just going to be quiet because he's giving me all the money? They're good, but until what extent? Because I know for a fact these men with money, they have a plan. They have attorneys. They know motives. So it's not like, I'm just giving my wife everything and nothing is ever gonna happen, right? So still, even if I still believe, like, for example, the day that happens, the day that Brandon, when we're to the point that even if it's 6 figures a month that he's gonna be bringing in, that doesn't mean I'm just gonna stop. Like, I'm done. Like, just give me the money, babe. Because why? I want my own 6 figures a month too. That's a lot of money in a month, both of us. So many more goals accomplished, so many more people we can help, so many more things we could do, versus him just making these 6 figures. We're wealthy and I'm just sitting back at the crib living my mansion life. That's not, for me, that's not how I want it. Of course, I'm not going to be grinding to the max, but I'm still going to grind. You know what I mean? My marriage was abusive with the capital A. Man, stuff like this is real, and, I definitely, feel sorry as well, Stephanie, that you have to go through that. We as women, as queens, we shouldn't have to. I'm glad you're out of that. I'm glad, you're here and we are making these coins together. So that's the good part. My portfolio, I know it's busting. Get out of here. Throw him them 67 cents. Shoot, you get that in a minute. Messing around with, I know it is. That's why I said your testimony is powerful. I've heard your story, girl. I've seen your videos. She said it's busting. She got that crypto popping, boy. I love what I learned about money in the last year. Absolutely, us too. We've been in our academy for about a year now as well. Omar said at the gym trying to stay in shape for this mama. Oh, so you at the gym listening to my call? I see you, silly. I gotta start working out too, man. She better watch the replay. Shoot, talking about her money, your money, all that stuff. Your money, her money. Shoot, she better take all that. She pulling in 100K a month. I'm done. Get out of here. Omar silly. Omar silly. No, you're not. You still gonna be in the 3 minutes. Stop it. If a man gives me an allowance, I'd manage it. I wouldn't mind my hubby giving me 10K monthly and I could still do whatever I wanted. I'm just saying, realistically, if a good husband gave you 10K, listen, 10K or more, I'll be grateful for the 10K or more a month. Throw it over here. I'm still gonna make some extra bag though, even if it's a couple thousand. But throw me that 10K. We both be sitting nice on the beach every couple weekends. I can sit around either. I could never be a huswife. So I'm glad you guys are talking about this because it's difficult. I always tell myself I'm gonna be a housewife and I'm gonna have the baby at home and husband's gonna make all this money. I did it for like a year or two and I was like, I need to go and get this money. What am I doing just sitting? I was like, nah, I gotta go. I said, Brandon, I love you. I'm about to find out how I can make money from home because I need to get this bread. Brandon starts bringing in 100K. You can't go to work. You have to stay and manage that. You can grow his 100K faster than you going out. Very true. Very true. I can, of course, multiply it. But something in me about getting my own and hustling. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and I probably work like once a week. Hustle like once or twice a week. Brandon throwing in 100K. Shoot, we got some calls with you, Omar. Flip it real quick on these 3 little minutes. Listen, that'll be my hustle, you know? You know, of course, you know, I run the business and all that, right? Man, you guys are going in. Hey, girl. I got Desica in the building. What's up, what's up, what's up? You guys are going in tonight. I can't even read these comments. That's good. What she said. I can't sit around either. Hey, Queen. What's up, what's up? How do y'all feel about that, though? Getting your own bag. That's what we're talking about tonight. Some people are just now chiming in. I'm going to make that 10K turn into 6 figures. That's what, see? That's still you getting your own. So Brandon gives me 10K. I'm still gonna get my bag with that 10K, make that 6 figures, right? Matter of fact, I might throw him back the 10K. Like, yo, I just made 6 figures. Thank you for the 10K. You know what I'm saying? I love you, boo. You know. April said, "Good job, Omar." Y'all silly. I just say different strokes for different folks. Man, April, you saying you're not gonna be doing nothing, getting 100K, but you gotta be out there twerking with them socks, like, hey, selling them bad boys to all them rich folks. That's still hustling but having fun, and you're getting your own bag. So I know you would. I love the marriage you guys have. I see the vacations and the quality time, and it's such a good. Oh, thank you, Stephanie's so sweet. Stephanie, thank you so much. Listen, we grew through this. Like, we really grew. Steph, I'm not sure if you've seen our previous videos, but every now and then I talk a little bit. And my friend April, she knows, like, we went through a struggle. Like, right now, I prayed for this. I talked about this about a week ago. I prayed for this marriage that we have together, because we went through the struggle. We went through figuring out, do I want my career? Do I want to get my own bag? Do I want the baby? Do I want the family? So we went through that struggle about 3 or 4 years ago. Been together 13 years. So really, to the point that we are now, it took a lot of work, and it's still work. Like, if you see our live yesterday, we just had gotten into an argument. Y'all see my face on yesterday's live compared to today? We had just literally, Brandon had to pray. Like, babe, let's pray together. I'm sorry. You know, let's talk. And So we go through it still. You know, it's still a journey, still a process. So I definitely appreciate you. All the dividends and concrete. That's a good, get all that money. I definitely will always bring in streams. I know you will. Talking about, I'm going to just take the money and stop. Girl, bye. You're going to be out there. Shoot, we going all over the country with these sock companies. So tonight I really kind of wanted to get into that. I talked about depending on your husband when it comes to money. The last thing I wanted to mention really quick, how about your own accounts? She said kisses and smacking booties. That's what me and Brandon do? I think that's what she means. We be silly like that? Yeah, we do. Own accounts. How do y'all feel about your own accounts? Is it just, do you guys just have a marriage account? One account for me, one his, one ours, one house. You know, I thought this was big because as we're talking about making our own money, as a woman, as a wife, you know, making your own. Are you allowed to have your own bag? Are you also having your own accounts? Or are you getting the bag and putting it in y'all account or his account? You know, how you do that? Because I know when it comes for us, we got like taught more of several accounts. You know, my account, his accounts, our accounts, the house accounts. You have 7. Girl, let me get them dollars over here. What you got? You, him, ours, house? Kids account? Savings account? I'm trying to figure it out. Me and Brandon and all the other husbands and wives, while I'll chill while you hustling for that 10K. Omar's silly, man. Omar, go work out. I have 7 household, 1 house together, but also having your own accounts is important. Yeah, I'm telling you. And let me say this, ladies. When I say my account, I don't hide anything from Brandon on my account. That's where I have my direct deposit from work. That's where I get my residuals, cryptos, things like that. But from there, I divide it out. Like I'll go and put I have like the house account, put some in there. I got the kids account, and same thing for him. And then we have like the house account. So then we all, like Omar said at the beginning of the year, we sit down and spread out those goals and those budgets and things like that. Individual savings, investments, kids. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you did your budget, it doesn't matter. 3 accounts. Yeah, yep, you could. See, for me, I like to know specifically instead of having to figure out. So, like, I'm literally to the point where it's like the house account, like the house account, the emergency account, the investments. So I'm literally that, like, anal about it. Like, this goes here, this goes here. Don't touch this one because that's for the house. And if nothing happens, just let it keep building. Things like that. I always had separate accounts. I could not trust him to not recklessly spend it. Even with his own money, we were late on rent every month. I was like, yeah. Yeah, Stephanie, if it's the husband that we just talked about, I agree. You did the right thing. I would be nervous because the narcissist, like, we don't know how they listen. I'm a mental health therapist, and narcissists, you just don't know. Like, 1 minute everything is peaches and cream, the next you don't even know who it is. So absolutely, like, that was definitely smart when it comes to getting your own bag, doing, dividing it how it goes. Now my secret crypto wallet is another thing. I'm not even gonna read your comments no more. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Omar talking about his secret crypto. Listen, your crypto account, I don't see it all, but the post you be putting up, I'd be like, oh, he just transferred the 3%. He transferred some 8%. So I'm pretty sure wifey puts it together and we smart enough to connect the dots. So she knows what's popping with that secret crypto account. I have some too. My hubby don't know, but it's not on purpose. Okay, so we got to work on that. This is what I'm talking about, April. We cannot do the husband don't know and it's not on purpose situations. That's no bueno. Even if it's not on purpose, I think it should be discussed and knowledgeable. Like, for example, like when it comes to crypto, like every now, like, I'm not saying you gotta, I'm about to buy this $50, babe. Like, no, that's intense. But still, if you're sitting here owning, 5 investments or coins or whatever, and you're not really mentioning it to your husband because, of course, you want to just save it and let it grow, I think, me personally, this is just me. And, as your friend, me. Even though he might not, like, Brandon really won't care. Like, okay, babe, you bought Ethereum. Okay, whatever, whatever. But in the sense of how we have our finance meetings on a weekly or at least every other week, certain things or most things when it comes to money, especially certain budgets, we discuss it. Because I know for a fact, especially like, let's say like Ethereum right now is I think 3,000 now. If I just were to buy it and not even just mention it to him or just, not on purpose or not, and whatever, it would be like, wait a minute, when did you buy that? Like, I didn't even know 2 years ago, and now we multimillionaires. Hold up, you should have told me something, right? So things like that. He used to spend $400 a month just on his weed habit at the cost of our. Ooh, not with the rent money. At least get some savings for that or something. He not investing in crypto. He know I'm in these streets. No malice, no love lost. Just not him. Yeah, and that's when it becomes. I think that's when it becomes hard because even though you're on different investment ideas, for example, like he might be, let's say he's more investing into property, and then you're investing into the crypto, and I think, this is just me personally, you don't have to, well, no, me personally, it's not about not telling the spouse. Like, oh, I'm just not going to tell my spouse, you know, and not in a bad way. I get what you're saying. But I still feel like with us, we have a certain budget or certain levels where it should be known. Like, hey, I just bought a building. Just let you know, I know you're not involved with that investment, but we have a building up the road that it's our business. And that's an example, right? Well, actually, that's keeping secrets from your spouse. We don't do that. And I'm going to just keep it real. Y'all know, especially my homies that are on here commenting, y'all know I keep it all the way real if you mad or not. It is what it is. It's keeping secrets. When it comes to, especially when I'm making my own bag, I can't, just keeping a secret from, I won't even do it. I won't do it, you know, and it is a secret, because if you're not telling him, she said, bring me on. If you're not telling me, hold on. The question is, why do we need to spend so much time on having to show this and not this and that? She own it all if she knows it. Exactly. See, April Omar just answered what I'm saying. He just answered what I'm saying. When I started just buying, when I just started buying. When I told him what we had, he wasn't mad, but we share a lot more now. It took time to get this book. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying too. That's what I was saying, guys. And April, I think that kind of just answered what I was saying. So, but that's what I mean. And it's not like it's a secret on purpose, but it's a secret. You know, it is. Like if you're buying, and even though he doesn't care, it should still be a discussion. Okay, hold on. How do I do it? She's like, add me on. How do I? Okay, right here. Approve. Let's go. It's popping tonight. Let me get my margarita. Hold up. Miss April, y'all gonna miss, oh, y'all can hear her though. It's on. Accept it, right? There she goes. There she goes.
He knows I'm trading. He knows that I'm doing crypto. It is the fact that, like Omar said, what's his is mine. What is mine is his. So if I die in my will, he gonna be like, let me get these notebooks and find these codes.
But how's he gonna know if you're not telling him?
We talk about it. It ain't like I be like, oh, let me go in here. Let me buy 10 Bitcoins. Like I be like, yo, I just bought some Bitcoin today. He be like, okay. It's like, it's not like he.
Oh, so he is knowledgeable. I thought you wasn't. You said you wasn't telling him.
Well, no, I don't tell him every time I buy. Like every time I get a check, every time I like say for example.
Look, you got me having my margarita little mixer.
Every time I get paid, I put a little bit, into the crypto space.
Oh, that don't count.
Like, hey, or like we at the house, right? He not there, and we be like, ooh, Ethereum just went down. Let's buy it. I'm not gonna call him like, hey babe, do you mind if I buy some Ethereum?
Yeah, so that doesn't count. You made it sound. You put in the comment like, oh, I just don't tell him, and I just, it's not his interest, so I just don't tell him. So I was like, wait, no, that's a secret. He's supposed to. But if you're like, that don't count. What you're doing don't count. Because he knows where our husbands does. Okay, so listen, wives, the space that my friend and I are talking about is the digital currency. Well, right now, this is what we're talking about. There's other investments. But what we are talking about is the digital currency market. So we invest, women can invest. Matter of fact, there's only 3% of us in the world that invest or less. Actually, I think it's like 1%. We need to increase that, women, wives, ladies, okay? So what my friend is saying is she just buys it, and she's not saying that he doesn't know. It's just not every second. Because let me tell you, when these coins drop, we get them. We're not going to be like, hey babe, it just dropped. By the time you call the husband and get the talk and isn't that, the coin went back up. So that's what she's saying. I was thinking it was just like, she just ain't even telling him. She bought a whole island and the man don't even know. So that's not what you were saying.
Listen, sometimes, I'm just saying, sometimes it be like that. And guess what? He gonna benefit.
Look what Stephanie said. Stephanie said he gonna be like, "What's the 12th phrase? What's the private keys?" She better put a good description in that little sucker so he can understand, because that I'm pretty sure he'll find it out. Listen.
Omar's on my side. It be like that. You understand?
Listen, I do it too. I be like, "Hey, babe, I just bought like this and this and that. It's down. You might want to, get in it."
Look, I talked to a lady today. She was trying to get me on something, and I was like trying to be nice. I was like, "Girl, I'm not even okay. Okay, that's fine. It's okay." Then she come back. She says, "Oh, that thing I was trying to get you on? Dang, they closed their doors." I was like, "That's why you need to be in the academy, because
exactly.
You out here trusting all of these companies, and they taking your money."
And I'm glad you're mentioning that, because women, and I know Stephanie put right now 11% of the world's billionaires are women, which is trash. 11% are only 11% are billionaires. And this is why I thought tonight's conversation on and the reason why I put "Are we allowed," April, because I thought this was cool. Like, are we allowed to get our own money? And I think a lot of women thought I was going to talk about asking the husband about making our own money. But I'm talking about asking ourselves as a woman. Hey, Jen, can I make my own money? Hey, Jen, can I earn multiple streams? Hey, Jen, can I have a full-time and have an entrepreneur business? Keys and safety deposit at banks. Why am I still reading his comments? If anything happens to everything is yours. No stress. Let's live life and focus. Exactly. So she was like, "Put me on. I'm not saying I'm having secrets. I love me some Eric, guys."
Don't be trying to make me out here being a bad wife. I love my husband.
I was like, "No, ma'am." See, that's how you know. I keep it real. Like, "No, ma'am. That's I'm talking about this." No.
No, but there are women who are more savvy in finances than the husband, and so we do a lot of the management. And sometimes, you do have your meetings, but some guys aren't as interested, which is kind of like the old school way, right? So you had the women who were like, "Okay, honey, whatever you want to give me, okay." Yep. But now sometimes, and I'm not saying like the guys are like that, but I'm just saying, if the women are handling their business in the household and everything is good, the guys are like, "Well, what I need to know?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, how do you? Well. Now that you mentioned that part, what do you feel? How do you feel about that though? Should the husband, even though the wife is I guess the savvy tech one or financial one, and the husband is like, "Okay, whatever, I don't need to know." How do you feel about that? Because there was a time that and with us, it was backwards. It was Brandon was the tech, stocks. I used to just be like, "Okay, babe, I got an extra couple hundred, put it in this. Here's the money." And I just used to be like, "Whatever you're doing, just make money, bring it back." And then it got to the point where I'm like, "Wait a minute, why am I not learning this?" So how do you feel when it comes to now the women are the ones that are learning this or any type of investment up on game, and the husband is like, "Okay, whatever"?
Yeah, I think it's different strokes for different folks, because I can never judge anybody's relationship and what they do. Being in the marriage for 20 years, I know we do things crazy and wouldn't be like some other couple. But I think that for me personally, I wanted to know certain things. Like, I wanted to learn about investments. I wanted to, but there's some women and there's some men that they just, I don't know, or even pay somebody to handle it, or I'm just going to let the husband do it, or the husband say, "Well, I'm just going to let the wife." And if they've been together for 15 years and it's been working, and she ain't worried about him stepping out, and he not worried about her stepping out, cool.
So
you get an allowance.
Yeah. So my question with that part is though. Remember, I said I was wondering to those couples, like, well, what happens? Because my concern when it was with me and Brandon, I was kind of like, I don't know what was going on. What if the husband passes or the wife passes and then the spouse is lost?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Because that has nothing to do with the finances. That has to do with the relationship and the communication. So if I'm in a relationship, my husband's giving me an allowance, I need to know, okay, we got life insurance, we got all these things set up, and then too, personally, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do, like on the side. That's just me. There's some women that may, no, there are a lot of women who are devastated when their husband passed because now they have never had a career. Yep. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to find the life insurance. They find out he got like a baby on the side that's 18 years old. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
This is real though.
For real. But you like, well, he provided for me. And then also, I think on the other side of it, we can't always worry about, well, what if he cheat? Or what if he leave me? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in a marriage and everything is good,
you broke up a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear
me? Yeah, it was going in and out a little bit.
Okay, but I just think that we can't, the expectations of, well, what if?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think that's good. That's why, like you said, the communication has to be there, because then the what ifs, you don't have to worry about it. Just let me know where the account info is. That discussion has to be. Yeah, exactly. So that's really good. I'm excited that this conversation is way deeper than can I just have my own bag? Like, it's so much deeper, especially like you mentioned, there is a lot of women that they're just good. They might go to work, they might just do whatever, and there's been scenarios that I've seen where never checked the bills. And like I met this one lady a while ago, a couple years back. She never looked at like the bills, the mortgage, the house, nothing. And it got so bad that, and they split up or whatever, and she got stuck with months of bills that were never paid when she thought the husband was paying it that time, and had to move, and it was like devastating because she had no idea. She never checked the finances. She just always figured the husband got it. Everything is good. So she barely worked because, like you said, allowances. He would, here's the money, you need this, you need that. And that's when, to me, when I heard this story, I'm like, wait a minute. So I understand you trust your spouse, but so you never had your money? You never had a backup or saved the allowance or something? Nothing. A lot of women, they just trust that and just go with it. Somewhere, I don't know.
Steve Harvey posted something. I saw somebody say something about Steve Harvey. He said that he was, he had an accountant, and for 7 years, and he was, sending the checks for the taxes and all of that stuff.
He owed a lot of money.
One day, the accountant died, and the lady called and said, we got a problem. And because he wasn't aware of what was happening, the accountant, the dude that was hired to take care of his money, was taking his money. He wasn't paying his taxes.
I heard it was like $700 million
taxes. So I think it applies to not only marriages. Like, you just need to know your status. You need to know, if you got accounts, you need to, that's why you need a budget. That's why you need to regularly check on it, even if you are single, married. I'm just not a proponent that if I'm married, I'm going to just let you have it. I mean, but that's me. You know what I mean? That's me. I'm always be like, let me see.
For real.
How much?
That's me. Listen, and it's kind of like what Stephanie was saying, where now, and then there's an extreme, like the narcissist, where she had to give him back the 70 cents. I would dig that account up out of his grave to kill them again. She's silly. But yes, it's important, and I think that's why this was a big topic for me, and I want to as I go on with talking, especially to, even though this is big for ladies, but for me, you know, it really hits hard when it's like wives. Like there's so many, and I'm hearing so many different stories before this call, that there's so many wives out there that are stuck trying to figure it out and try to find a way, and the husband are doing well. And that to me,
I think then that you got a situation where if you are in a relationship and you're getting treated like trash, like Stephanie was talking about, and you don't handle none of the money, you don't know what's going on, red flag, red flag.
Right. And but there's wives that they stay, or they're married for years, or that's just the way of living. And I'm like, you know, this is hard because I'm very transparent, very real, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you're trying to find money for, you know, let's just say gas or groceries or household or, you know, whatever. Meanwhile, your husband is out in these streets balling out, making stacks. Like,
but if he treats you like trash, I would be like, let me put some coins in the backpack.
Something.
Like, I'm out. Like,
it's exactly.
I'm not
so
gonna sit here and you making the money, you hide the money, you don't give me no money, and then you treat me like trash.
Yeah, there has to be, and you know what? I think one of my talks, which I'm gonna write it down. One of my one of the things I want to talk about, and it's not just for wives, just in general, is the value of a woman, the value of ourselves, because that speaks a lot about the value, the self-esteem. You know, if it's not there, then how are you gonna push through? How are you gonna, you know, get the how they say in Spanish, the cojones to get up and, okay, I'm stacking, I'm saving. I got to do what I got to do for me, my kids, or myself, or whatever, because you also don't want the spouse, especially if it's a narcissist, like Stephanie was saying, to hold you back from the women that is inside of us, that God put in us with different visions and goals. And we're, you know, we're supposed to be, we're queens, right? When God placed so many talents and visions in our hearts, where it's like Steve Harvey said, like, God wouldn't give you a vision and a talent and just because, like, he gave April the vision of helping women and empowering women with socks, because he knew that was going to be April's talent. It's not just to think about it. And then what if there's a woman somewhere that might be ready to commit suicide because, you know, she's going through a divorce or whatever, but then you, because of the vision you had, she feels empowered when she puts the socks and goes running, and this takes her from the mental aspect, right? And I tell women, like, we have that. Like, this what I'm doing right now. I could be in the charts. I could be date night with my husband. Y'all know I don't play with my date nights. I could be doing so many other things, but God put in Brandon and I's heart to be on here, especially for my ladies, for my wives, and really talk about what we are here. It's not just for us to just, oh, you're a mom, you're a wife, go sit back, don't do nothing, just be there. And then, oh, the husband passed, now what are we doing? I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure they never talked about it, so now you never got your bag, never talked about it. Now you're in the streets trying to figure out what you're doing with you and your family. But anyways, I want to keep talking further. I love it. Thank you for, you like, get me on. I'm not keeping secrets from my Eric. That was good. I appreciate you getting on, Miss April. Everybody go follow Miss April Pullins. Check out her socks. And look at that. I like the ones you got the ones you had on today anywhere. Those were cute.
Yeah.
Let me see. Put them up. She about to go get it. So listen, ladies, I appreciate y'all getting on. I left with nothing. I was petrified. Man, I'm telling you, it's serious. You know, wives, I appreciate y'all ladies getting on. So Thursday, I'm excited. I got a lot of viewers tonight. Next time, cheers. Ding, 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 ding. I love it. Brandon's about to put my song I love April socks. Me too. I need to get me some new ones. Look. I don't even like SpongeBob, but those were cute. What's his name? What's that guy's name?
You don't know Patrick?
Oh, Pat. No, I don't watch that. That's a bad cartoon. That's a bad cartoon. SpongeBob be saying some mean things.
But look, our school is having a performance. You should bring Fabian and Francisco. It's going to be at the end of April.
Okay, cool. Text me the info. It's over here in Gwinnett, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's an amazing cartoon. Whatever. It's bad. It's bad. I don't like it. It says evil things. I don't like it. But anyways, ladies, thank you for getting on. April, love you. Text me the info. How do I get people off? I don't even know. Okay, X. Okay, cool. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you ladies for getting on. That was an amazing conversation. Let's support our husbands. Get to the bag. If it's a narcissist, run. I'm kidding. No, I'm really not kidding. But anyways, so y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for getting on. About to hop on some couple meetings. About to see what's going on with my boo. It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Ladies Thursday. Thank y'all. Next Thursday, it's going to be popping. Y'all got me excited. Y'all better get on next Thursday, okay? Stephanie, I might need to get you on next Thursday, and we can chat. Go to our website, direct.me/Barker Worldwide. We have other YouTubes on there from the last couple weeks. We have the YouTube channels on there, and we also have the cryptocurrency and the digital currency information for us women. Like I said, there's less than, I believe, 3% in the world that are involved in the digital crypto space, that are involved in investments. I think it's less than 3% because 3% of the world has crypto, and I think 1% of that 3% is women. Women, let's step up our game. Let's get these millions. Not many of us have millions. There's over 100,000 millionaires out there. We need to be more women. When you click on YouTube, don't forget my producer. Can y'all give it up for my producer in the background? Listen. If you got a sexy producer, clap in the comments. I love it. No, but listen, go to our YouTube, subscribe to our page. We're uploading our videos from the last couple of weeks. We're uploading a lot of family content. It's not just marriage stuff, but we're uploading family content, business content. I might even just do a video of women and wealth information, something like that. Appreciate y'all getting on. What's up, family? Happy birthday to your daughter. I love you guys. I love you guys. We got to come visit y'all soon. Happy birthday to Lexi Legs. Love you. But anyways, guys, thank you, ladies, for getting on. Appreciate y'all. Go watch the replay. Go to our YouTube, direct.me/Barker Worldwide. Thank you so much. What? Look at my director over here. Don't own the rights. That's what you're saying? Oh, I thought you said the rights. I'm like, what rights? I don't own the rights to this Cardi B song. Cardi B made millions off of this song. One of a wealthy millionaires in the A from New York. My Latina making these millions. We all need to be making millions, guys. We were born to make millions. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. So y'all have a good one. Y'all want to get this money, get to the bag. See ya.